This your boy E.Wilson, and JTC is on the move over here, Euless, Texas, right in front of the post office, getting ready to drop some letters off. If you've been following me, I've been writing letters today going out to the men. We got 2 letters going out to the Price Daniel unit in Snyder, Texas. We got another letter going out to the Stringfellow unit down in Sharon, Texas, on the other side of Houston. And we got another letter going out to the Michael unit over in Tennessee Colony, and that's also, I believe, down towards Houston. So before I get into this one letter and the thoughts that I have, we'll be back in the schools next week, Tuesday. I'm rocking my Trinity High School gear today, representing. We've been in that school 9 years, so I got to represent them every now and then. We're just excited about the impact that we've had in these young people's lives over the years. And with that being said, I've been having quite a few conversations, especially as regards to prison. I was having one at work today, and it's often it'll come up when people will ask me certain questions, or about prison, or why I go in there, and how is it, or they got family members in it, and all that stuff. And I'll piggyback off a conversation I had with a guy today. And this one brother, first off, we got I'm not gonna mention names, but you'll see them soon. But we got one brother that just got out. He's down in Houston right now. He'll be there for, I don't know, a month or so, and then he'll be working his way back up home. We got another brother that's getting out Thursday. He'll be in the Metroplex here, so you'll be hearing from him. There's another guy that's getting out right before Thanksgiving. He's working on the details of that. And then I have another brother that's getting out. I think this is going to be December. Yeah, in December, before Christmas. And so I'm going to share this one part. He says in here, he's 37. He's excited to be getting out. He's focused now. He's learned some things. And he says he's been in and out of prison since 13. Since 13. Now, I was talking to a brother today, and we were talking about how guys, it could be women too, go in and out. And what would make somebody go back into prison? I mean, like I said, I ain't trying to spend no more time than I have to spend in there. But one of the things that I've learned from the brothers in there, I've talked to many brothers in prison while in there, going around ministering and encouraging them. One of the things I found out is that for some, not all, but for some, it's always a place to fall back on. Once you get used to it, it's like any other, whether it's a bad habit or a good habit. If you get used to working a lot of hours, it's no big thing. If you get used to not working at all, it's no big thing. You don't have a problem with not working. Whatever a habit could be, eating, drinking, or whatever, good or bad. With prison, guys get used to it, and once you kind of figure it out, for some it's a fallback. Just think about us. I went to work today. If I don't, you can see my eyes, I'm tired. I went to work today early. They go to work in there, but it's different. There's no paying no rent, no mortgage, no phone bills, no getting the car inspected. There's none of that stuff. So for certain guys, and then now let me say, they come out here. That's why I'm so adamant about catching up with guys when they come out, to encourage them, because they come out here, depending on their charge, nobody wants to hire them. They got to go through all this drama. And then I told the guys in there, if you're looking for us to encourage you out here, I said, I've come across some of the nastiest, hateful, ungrateful people out here. I'm saying, you're slim the chance is going to get some encouragement from people out here. Not everybody, but I'm saying as much as people complain and whine about all the things that they do have. Like I told a brother today, I said, you can go home, I'm gonna go get something out the fridge. All the stuff we take for granted, I'm getting ready to drop off these letters right now. I usually drop them off at 4 o'clock. It's 6 something now. My prerogative. I'm getting ready to leave here. Where am I going next? I got choices. When all your choices are stripped, just think about it. Can't go in the fridge. I want to go outside for a walk. I want to sit on the back porch. All the stuff that, whether you have a big house or an apartment, or you living out your car, all the stuff we take for granted, these guys start to recognize it. And so for some of them, It's a fallback plan. Listen, we were here back in the day, 3 hots in a cot. You know, you got meals, you know, now some of them are working in there, they're going to school and all that, but the pressures of being out here and trying to survive, for those of us who, let's just say, don't have a record, you know how it is. You know, you're trying to make ends meet and pay bills, and stuff pops up, and, you know, just whatever, the car problem, house problem, job problem. When they in there, you know, they got different problems, you know, fights and all that stuff, but once they get the flow and they got a reputation, you know. So when the guy says he's been going in and out since 13, see, a lot of times, sometimes it's from the home life, sometimes like a guy, and I haven't got to his letter, guy from Detroit, Michigan wrote me, and I'll elaborate more on his letter, and this is, I'll say this, and this is why I'm frustrated, because we talk about these guys, and not that they haven't done a crime, but if you check the history, how did they get to this point? And this is the one guy in Detroit that I haven't wrote him back yet. He said this. He said when he was young, he would go to the businesses in the area. And this guy's African-American. I'm assuming the business might have been African-American. I'm not sure, but it really doesn't matter. And he would ask them, you know, can I sweep your parking lot? Can I help out here? Can you hire me to do this? And pretty much they said no. And he said, but who did take interest in his talents and business and abilities was the gangs and the hustlers, the drug dealers. And I said, wow, here's somebody trying to do right, has potential, can't get no love. But there's other influences waiting for the same thing. I said the only difference is that when you get in trouble and you get locked up, you're the only one doing the time. You know, let's a group of y'all go in together and y'all all go down together, but nobody can still, if you go in there together, nobody can do your time for you. So I just really want to encourage these guys, you know, that they can make it, man. And I don't like, I hear some of the odds that's against them. I understand why they go back. It's like, you know what, skip this. Ain't no love out here. People are crazy. Well, it's crazy in prison. It's crazy out here, but they're used to that crazy. So you know what? Listen, we'll deal with it. 13 years old, this brother in and out. In and out. It becomes a way of life. So it's going to take energy to engage these guys, show them something different, and surround them with people who really care and are trying to help them. That doesn't say they still might not trip out, but at least they'll get a shot. At least they'll get a shot. That's what I told the brother today. Some of them get used to it. So for some of them, I'm trying to get them unused to it. Nah, man, you don't belong in there. It's not for humans in there. You know, I go in there. I know y'all watch me and I'm excited to go. It's not for humans in there. No, I don't care what nobody. I tell my students, I don't care what they told you about prison. Oh man, it's the bomb. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's prison. No, it is not. I don't care. It's not the bomb. No. Somebody lied to you. No. So with that being said, listen, I'm excited about it. We got guys coming out. We want to continue to encourage them along the way. If you know, anybody knows, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area here, of people who are hiring or maybe hiring, you know, some of these guys got stuff lined up and some don't. Some really want to get working when they get out because they know the temptation of going back to stuff they used to do, and they know what that's going to wind them back up in. But when you're trying to feed your family, some of these guys got kids out here and you know, child support is already waiting for them before they even touch ground. So that check is already going to get taxed. You ain't going to make but so much money possibly. So they have a lot against them. But instead of complaining about seeing it on the news, I'm telling you, we can do something to change this thing. So if somebody knows somebody who hires ex-felons, or if you need information depending on what their charge is, please inbox me. You know, you might know somebody, you might know the company. You know, we have some resources, but the more the better, so that we can give these guys, at least the ones that I know, I only can speak for the ones that I know, to give them a shot. And I believe that they can make it, man. They can make it. So listen, I'm excited about it. Thanks for y'all who are tuned in. JTC is on the move. Thank you, JTC supporters. We're still making impact around the world. We're still making impact in prisons all around Texas. And now we got a letter coming from Detroit, Michigan. I'm excited about it. So listen, enjoy your night. Don't take your freedoms for granted. Don't take them for granted. Some of y'all might be at work when you watch this, complaining about your job. I don't know how much you're making, but you're making more than men and women who are in prison. where you live, you want a better house, you want a better this. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that, but don't take it for granted. Please don't take it for granted, man. There's another side to this thing, and when you look at their side, you look at your side, you say, you know what, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. So this is your boy E.Wilson right here in Euless, Texas, reminding you, if you're going to have a conversation, I appreciate y'all. Make it a good one. I'm out.